Okay, so are you ready to dive into something a little creepy?
Always.
Yeah, well, buckle up. Because this deep dive takes us to a seemingly ordinary house with an extraordinary secret.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's one of those stories that makes you wonder, like, what if it were me?
I love those.
So, we're going to Hollow Creek Road,
Okay.
and its story revolves around this old abandoned house, shrouded in rumors and local legends.
I see.
And, every town has one, right?
Right.
That creepy old house that everyone avoids.
Mm-hmm.
But in this story, a family, the Thompsons, they move into this house.
Oh, no.
I know, right? Completely skeptical of the ghost stories at first, of course.
Of course.
That's always how it starts.
That's interesting, though, isn't it? That initial skepticism.
Yeah, like, why would you move into a place with so much spooky baggage attached to it?
Right. Well, I think that's what makes this case so compelling, that contrast between their initial disbelief and then everything that unfolds.
Yeah, totally. And that's kind of like that classic horror movie trope, too, right? Like, the audience knows something's lurking, but the characters are totally oblivious.
Precisely.
Yeah. But anyway, so the Thompsons move in, and everything seems normal at first.
Okay.
But then things start to get weird.
How so?
Well, it all begins with the youngest daughter, Lucy.
Oh.
She starts hearing these soft whispers coming from her closet.
From the closet.
Yeah, I know, right? Imagine being tucked in bed,
Oh, God, yeah.
and you hear something say, "Lucy, come closer, let me see you."
Yeah. That just sends chills down my spine just hearing you say that.
Right. It's bone-chilling.
It is. And that detail, it just immediately creates this sense of unease, right?
Totally.
That vulnerability, a soft, intimate whisper right in your ear.
Yeah, like something is right there.
Yeah. And it knows Lucy's name.
That's the really creepy part.
It does. And it wants her closer. It desires her presence, which I think taps into some kind of primal fear we all have.
The unseen, the lurking dangers that might be just beyond our perception.
Exactly. The things we can't explain but feel like are watching us.
Yeah, totally. And the whispers don't just stay in the closet either.
Really?
Oh, no, they start to spread throughout the house, getting louder, more menacing.
Oh, wow.
Almost like whatever is lurking within the walls is like asserting its dominance or something.
So it escalates.
Oh, yeah, it definitely escalates.
Okay.
But then there's this other really unsettling detail that adds another layer to the story.
What's that?
Every single night at exactly 3:13 a.m.
That's specific.
Very specific. There's this pounding on the walls.
Like knocking.
Yeah, but not like a regular knock. This is like something inhuman just slamming against the walls.
Oh, God, that's terrifying.
It is. And that's what really shifts this haunting from just random, unexplained phenomena
Yeah.
to something more deliberate, like a conscious entity is orchestrating these events.
Uh-huh.
And, the precision of the time, 3:3 a.m.
Yeah. It makes you wonder if there's some kind of symbolic meaning.
Totally.
Does that time hold significance for the entity or the house itself? We don't know.
Right. And those unanswered questions just amplify the sense of unease even more.
For sure.
So at this point, the family is understandably terrified. I mean, wouldn't you be?
Absolutely.
So they decide to pack up and leave, get out of Dodge.
Smart move.
But as they're making their escape, they realize that Lucy's missing.
Oh, no.
They search the house frantically, and finally they find her
Where was she?
at the top of the stairs, frozen, staring down into the darkness.
Staring into the darkness. Oh, God.
I know, right? And they call out to her, but something's different. Something has changed.
I bet.
It's not Lucy who answers them anymore.
What do you mean?
When she finally speaks, it's not her voice.
Oh, no.
The source material describes it as this layered, deep, echoing voice, as if something else is speaking through her.
That's creepy.
It is. In this altered voice, she utters just one bone-chilling phrase.
What did she say?
It's too late.
Oh, my God.
And she's described as having this unsettling smile on her face, too.
No.
Yeah, the family never escapes the house. It remains abandoned to this day, but the whispers, they persist.
Oh, wow. So they're still there.
That's what the source material says. And it ends with this really haunting line.
What is it?
Did you hear that? Maybe it was just the wind. Or maybe something else is listening.
Ugh, that's so good.
Right.
Yeah, it's disturbing, but I think it makes us really think, about the nature of belief and, the limits of our understanding.
Right.
Like, what if the Thompsons' experience wasn't supernatural at all?
What do you mean?
Well, what if it was all in their minds, like a shared delusion or a psychological response to the house's history, you know?
Yeah.
All those legends surrounding it, the pressure of that, could that have manifested in some way?
I guess so.
Their fear, their anxiety, could it have created a self-fulfilling prophecy?
That's a really interesting point.
Leading to their perceived haunting.
Like their minds created the monster.
In a way, perhaps, yeah.
Wow.
It's a reminder that the human mind is incredibly powerful.
It is.
Capable of conjuring both wonders and terrors.
Yeah, and I think that's what makes this story so effective, you know.
Oh, so...
Because it plays on those primal fears, those what-ifs that lurk in the back of our minds.
Right.
It's easy to dismiss stories like this as mere fiction.
Yeah, but what if there's a kernel of truth in there somewhere?
Right.
What if our beliefs and fears really can shape our reality?
That's a really unsettling thought.
It is.
So the next time you're in an old creaky house with a spooky history,
Okay.
listen closely.
To what?
You might just hear more than the wind whispering through the walls.
Oh, God.
You might just hear your own fears echoing back at you.
That's a great way to end this.
Thanks. See you next time.
See ya.